So I like to use technology with them when they're signing, especially throughout a little bit in level 1, a little bit more in level 2, and then in level 3, because I also can provide them with a visual portfolio. They can look at themselves after they've signed to say, oh, I didn't have enough facial expression, or I did have facial expression, or I didn't use ASL word order properly, or I did. But I'm finding now that I've had a group go through to level 3, they actually like going back to look at their first videos to say, wow, look at the improvement I've shown. So technology is a big piece when it comes to them and me wanting them to evaluate themselves, or peers evaluate each other, and they can share their videos with each other as well.
Said I don't determine if it's pen or paper or Google Classroom or Google Chromebooks. I let my kids decide as far as if it's a quiz or a slide presentation to take notes on. I'll always have a couple hard copies available if my students prefer that method, or they can use the Chromebooks. But I usually do give them a choice, and they usually do choose Chromebooks, but I always like to give them a choice because I feel like they're more invested.
So first and foremost, if I would like something to be more engaging, it typically is more engaging when students are doing it on their Chromebooks. A lot of times when I was teaching ELA, we had topics that needed to be researched. Students love to research. We were teaching frogs last year. Kids love researching frogs. I did it with the solar system also. So they would do their own research. They would get on Google and just let them go with it. So if they were looking for information on frogs, they would inevitably come up with YouTube videos, which they weren't sure if that was okay or not to watch, but it was, because I trusted them that they were watching appropriate videos. They were gathering information while watching videos and learning. They needed to write down a fact, at least, for what they were learning about.
It depends on the task. So in my class, technology is either enhancing the beginning of the lesson or the end of the lesson. Research nowadays is almost always done solely online. One of the biggest mistakes we make is that we come to students with the bias that they understand how to use the technology when it's provided for them. We think that in previous grades, someone has told them what a URL is, how to do a search, which materials they're finding online are valid materials to be able to use in a research paper.
Videos and slide presentations, I feel like you have like bigger expectations to be made for yourself. Like you want more, and you're like reaching to be like to have like better work and stuff. So I feel like that's better for students to have stuff like that.